Hi everyone, welcome to the Stogie Geeks Shorts edition. Today we're going to be talking about the La Aurora Cien Anos Preferido. It's a very special cigar. And I brought along with me a couple of folks to help me talk about that. Of course, on the lines via Skype, Mr. Will Cooper. Welcome, Will.
Hey, greetings, Paul. Greetings, Todd.
Hey, Will, how are you?
Yes, of course,
Doing
Todd Lascola from Havana Cigar Club is here in studio
Thanks,
with
Paul.
us. And we're going to talk about this cigar. I'm very excited because you are the exclusive retailer for this cigar. This is a cigar I remember very fondly when they came out in 2009-ish.
They came out in 2009.
Yes. And the Cien Anos, of course, is the 100th anniversary of La Aurora, where they released very special cigars in a number of different sizes. You've seen these in Churchill sizes, Corona sizes, Robusto sizes, Torpedo sizes.
Lancero, which Will's smoking right now.
Yes, Lancero sizes. But the Preferido #1 size is exclusive to La Aurora. I mean, I don't see too many cigars of this exact shape. There are some that are pretty close, I think, but I tend to find that their Preferido #1 size is really my favorite size in the Preferido line. I like the larger. This is the largest Preferido size in the line. And they produced the Cien Anos blend in this particular size. And you've got a wonderful. We have pictures of the cigar. Nick, if you could cut to the pictures. I don't think Todd's actually seen the
I haven't
pictures
seen the pictures yet.
This is going to be the unveiling of the pictures. There it is right there with the boxes. They come in boxes of 10. And, of course, you get 10 Preferidos with that for a wonderful price. And you can see the Havana Cigar Club band on that cigar in that picture very nicely. It's beautiful. Dominican Corojo wrapper, Dominican binder and filler. And these have been aging at La Aurora since 2009.
Well,
tell us the story.
I'll tell you the story.
I'll
tell you a quick story about the cigar, and then I'll go into a quick story about how we ended up with it. So this is actually the 2003 Preferido #1 that they released for a limited period of time. And that when it first came out in 2009, is sort of a bonus when you, as a retail shop, when you bought a large box order. And so they're rather exclusive that way. But the tobacco in here, the binder and the filler are from 1996. So we're talking about almost 20 years.
Some super aged tobacco
of age on the inside.
You can tell, too.
And you can tell. And how this ended up coming about, we weren't actually looking for a private label. When Manuel Anoa, the master blender for La Aurora, came up and did his blending event with us that Stogie Geeks also streamed live, Manuel brought my partner Leon and I up a gift. And there were bundles of this. And as a gift to say thank you, for having them and everything else. And about 3 weeks later, my partner calls me and goes, I smoked through a bundle of 20 cigars. Now, it's not like the three of us sitting here. Leon's good for about 3 or 4 cigars, 5 cigars a week. And he blew through the whole bundle in 3 weeks. He goes, reach out to Manuel and see if we can buy some. So I emailed Manuel, and he goes, no, I just use these now as special gifts because, we just don't sell them.
Right.
2 days later, he emailed me and goes, would you be interested in turning that into a Havana Cigar Club cigar? We don't have a lot of them, but we have 1,500 of them sitting
in bundles.
In bundles, in the factory. I said absolutely. So we went through it. We decided to co-brand it with La Aurora because let's face it, it's 2003 Cien Anos. I mean,
exactly.
You can't get a much better name brand than that, at least in my opinion. So we had the secondary band created, and they had to make those boxes that you saw a little bit earlier that have exclusively for Havana Cigar Club. So they had to make 10-count boxes for us. So it took several months. And they finally shipped them to us a week and a half ago, and we launched them Tuesday night at the club. And so that's sort of the quick backstory of how we ended up with it. And it's for me, it's an amazing smoke because it's technically a medium, but it's a medium body, but with an extraordinary amount of flavor.
And the flavors from this aged tobacco, well, there's one on the way to you, by the way.
Yep. Oh, I appreciate it.
And the flavors that you get from this aged tobacco is just wonderful. I mean, it's just so many different flavors. It changes as you smoke it. It's a wonderful cigar.
Well, let's put it this way: since they came in, and we had to let them sit for a few days because it came right from the factory to Miami and Miami to us. So they were on. So we let them sit for 4 or 5 days, and every day they've smoked a little bit better. But
Absolutely.
I've gone through 8 since Tuesday. This is my 8th one since Tuesday.
I wanted to make sure we mention that. Excuse me, because they're very smokable.
Yes.
And once you get finished, and it's a journey when you smoke one, and it's kind of addicting. Once you smoke one, you're like, I could smoke more. And the wonderful part is you don't have to age these at all. These are ready to smoke now. I mean, obviously let them rest from travel, but as soon as they've had maybe 5 days rest, smoke through the whole box. I don't think there's any need to age these any
not
any
at
longer.
all.
I think you smoke these now.
Not at all. Absolutely. I both myself and my partner, because we do have not an extraordinary quantity of them, but a decent quantity. We loaded up a little bit ourselves, and just what we were going to smoke over the next couple of months, because I don't expect it to last more than 5 or 6 weeks. In the club.
Absolutely.
Because obviously, not just because it's a Havana Cigar Club cigar, but everybody who smoked that cigar on Tuesday is now buying boxes, sometimes one, sometimes two. They're going to go pretty quickly.
Yep. Well, because people are going to smoke them, and then when they start getting low, they're going to do what I do. If I have something I really like that's smokable now, and I start getting low, I buy another bundle or another box.
And one of the things that happens when that goes on is, like you said, at the end, all of a sudden it goes. But, Will, when this cigar was released, it was a $21 cigar.
Yeah.
We have it at $16.50 for our public price.
Well, that's the public price.
Plus, if you, obviously, as an individual stick, but you get 15% off that box price.
So it's 15% for the public off the box?
Off the box price. So, you take another 15% off, ballpark it, $160, $250 off. So now you're talking about $14 for a #1 Preferido from 2003.
That's a fantastic deal.
You can't.
And
You can't ask for a better
we're going to put a link up on our
$14
website
And I sent
where you can order them. Yeah, I have by the time this airs, we'll have the link up on our website where you'll be able to purchase these, initiate the purchase process from Havana Cigar Club. Now, Will, how's your La Aurora Cien Anos Lancero doing?
I mean, it's fantastic. I had not smoked. I've only smoked this cigar one time before, and it's been a long time. It was before. I mean, when they re-released Cien Anos in 2012, the Lancero was not part of it, and obviously neither was the Preferido as far as the regular production goes. I mean, so what you guys are smoking is in my opinion, you're smoking La Aurora's iconic blend in their iconic size.
Yes.
And Todd, your name's right on that thing. I mean, so that's something. And I really love how La Aurora and you did that because it identifies it as a shop exclusive, which I think more people should do.
Absolutely. And again, a lot of shops have shop exclusives, but we weren't looking for anything in particular. We always said if we were going to do anything, it would have to be something very special. And this is about as special as you get. Fortunately, we have an exceptional rapport with La Aurora, obviously Manuel personally, Guillermo, and actually almost everybody there. Jason Wood, who's now president of Miami, is a great guy and big supporter of the La Aurora brand.
It's pairing very well with the Scotch. Very well.
Now, I haven't smoked that size. How is the tapering? What's it doing specifically with that cigar?
It's just pouring wonderful flavors, Will. You would expect from a Preferido, #1, but that aged tobacco and the age on the wrapper, I mean, there's just hints of all kinds of a slight citrus, some earth, wood, that Corojo kind of twang intermixed in it. It's just phenomenal. Very impressed with it.
Will, just to give you an idea of how it's burning, now that it's been here for a week, is you may or may not be able to see it from there, but it's perfectly even.
Yeah.
I just ashed, so there's not much of an ash on it, but it's a perfectly even burn. Like you said, if you let them sit for a few days once you get them, there's absolutely no question because they've been sitting here for a week, so they've come back to where they needed to be. And as I said, the biggest problem I'm going to have is not smoking through our supply.
Yeah, I know. I bought a box, and now I just keep smoking them.
Yeah.
They're addicting.
No. Exactly. I mean, I'm actually with the Lancero, Paul. You mentioned the citrus, but it's not. When you get citrus on this cigar, it's not a sign of youngness. It's that sweetness that you're
Yes,
getting.
it's a sweet
That's kind
citrus.
of yeah. It's a sweet citrus. It's not a sour. It's not a harsh citrus, and it's enhancing the blend a lot. At least on the Lancero. So I'm imagining it's doing it with yours as well.
Excellent. Well, you can visit StogieGeeks.com, and we'll put a link up on our main page, on our homepage, where you'll be able to purchase these cigars, or you can call the store at
401-287-4250.
Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Stogie Geeks Shorts.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.